Okay, intimidation. Other words that can be used to describe it is frightening, terrifying, scaring. To make the other person feels timid, the other person feels fearful, and the word here is deter, so it's like trying to push the person to a different direction by using threats. I will this, I will hurt you, this will happen. It's you're trying to intimidate somebody into making a different choice. Sometimes people aren't always standing on your toes to get to where they want to go. They just like having power over you. They like to feel like they can control other people and influence them. That is still insecurity within themselves. That is still something that they need to fix within themselves. And they're trying not to focus on that, so they try to focus on the fact that they can dominate over other people. This version of intimidation is incorrect, is toxic. But I have mentioned before, intimidation in the form of the president, meeting the president, that's not the same thing. So I looked further into intimidation, and intimidation, there's 8 signs that someone might be intimidated by somebody else. These are signs that you could consider. They won't make, the person who feels intimidated won't make eye contact with you. They turn slightly away from you, like you can see it in their body language. They speak quietly. They don't ask you any questions about you. They fidget. They refuse to offer constructive feedback. The reason for this is they're afraid of the wrathful backlash that they might receive, because controlling people don't usually like to receive feedback. So then you just don't give feedback, because that way you keep the peace. You don't create drama, or you don't add to the fact that drama could be created. And often they don't feel like you're on their side. And so this one is a difficult one, because you might be doing something wrong. And you get challenged on it. But I think what it means is, no matter what your opinion is, it's always disagreed with, and it's even if the point that the controlling person is making is not rational or realistic or doesn't make sense, they feel the need to challenge it anyway, just because. So it can be something where you might be getting abused at work, and the controlling person is like, yeah, but what did you do wrong? But don't you deserve it? So being bullied is never okay. And even if you have messed up, being bullied is never okay. And so if you feel like the person is never on your side, that can be seen as a toxic thing, where it's something where it could feel like the person is saying, what did you do to deserve da 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 da, and that indirectly is blaming you for a situation that you didn't cause. Dependent. So with this one, the reason why toxicity is difficult is because if you look at each factor, it can be seen as a healthy thing, where if you're dependent, we're humans, we're not always independent, and I don't think being independent completely is a healthy thing. So being dependent can mean something like the wife doesn't work, she stays at home with the kids, so she's dependent on her husband for earning the money so that they can buy nappies and food and pay the bills. She's dependent on him. Okay, that's not unhealthy. because she's doing her part by staying at home to raise the children. Being dependent can be something like you're going through financial strain and you need other people to help you financially. Where this becomes a problem is when you become a burden to somebody. So you need other people to help you to achieve generally anything. You blame other people if you can't get what you need. So it's usually toxic when your day-to-day activities is affected and you depend on other people to look after you completely. So where this becomes a problem is when you need other people to do everything for you, so they end up feeling like you're actually using them instead of having the balance of being served and serving. Because in the long run, being dependent on somebody can cause strain. You'll start to feel used, and if you complain or you communicate about this dependency, it becomes a problem because the person gets angry. And it's usually angry out of not feeling in control, out of anxiety, out of fear, but it can be destructive.